Okay, so this is Bob, and I'm doing part 3, should be the final part of the video log. And I've been talking about my headache and what it's like and how it affects my depression and moods. When my headache is really bad, which right now it's not too bad. I didn't really take anything other than the normal medications today, so that's good. But it's still not real good. As I said before, it's 18 years this month. So the anniversary of this is kind of depressing because it's like 18 years. Somebody once told me if they had a headache for 18 years, they'd kill themselves. I guess I'd gotten to the point where it just really doesn't make sense. I do have a high pain threshold, so it's hard to have the people around you that see you and say you don't look good, or say, well, how come you're not so cheerful? Well, when you're depressed from a mental illness, that's bad enough. And then when you're depressed from a headache, that's, there's just nobody, I don't know anybody that has to deal with this kind of thing. Not to mention that I'm on Social Security. Job prospects are pretty much not very good. I'd like to move out of my parents' house, which really sucks because I'm 41 years old and stuck living with my parents because I can't afford to live on Social Security. So try to work that out. But I really need to either try another medication or do something. I haven't been sleeping good, so that makes things worse. Basically, it's been a rough couple of weeks. But I've been trying to do, I've been active, and I think that's important. But I also think living here in North Alabama is hard because I have the weather and anywhere I live affects my headache and my body. And when I was in El Paso in basic training, I'd had a headache for a little over 4 months, and I mean, in 5 days it was gone, and it just, immediately just disappeared. And I was exercising, but in the first 2 days, I was like in my 3rd day of this really boot camp type exercise, which really wasn't that bad. And it just went away. So I really think had a lot to do with the altitude, barometric pressure, all that kind of thing. The weather patterns here are very hard on me. So probably the best place would be to move to somewhere like Arizona, maybe New Mexico. Dry, kind of something over 3,000 feet. So I do better, I think, in that kind of climate. Of course, California, I'm a California kid, so if I could find somewhere to live in California with the right conditions, I'd be there in a heartbeat. So, I'd also just like to say that for anybody that tries to get into your head and give you advice or whatever, when you are in just a real, I find it hard that anybody out there really has any idea of what it's like to be me. The best way I can explain it is it's very miserable, and trying to pull myself out of this misery is very difficult, and sometimes it's very hard for me to hear people give me advice on how I should be. I can only do what I can do, and I know what I have to do, and I just have to do it in my own time and in my own way. And there's nobody that can motivate me but myself. It's not like I'm in the Army and I have a drill sergeant yelling in my ear. Sometimes that would be nice, but that wouldn't be a wise thing for anybody to try to do to me right now. So, I guess that's pretty much all. I think this pretty much covers the headache situation and how, when I get manic, the headache does interfere. So, just have to deal with things like best that I can. Okay. Goodbye.